In a couple of weeks, they follow up to Romancing the Stone, opens here in London. It's called Jewel of the Nile, and like the original stars Kathleen Turner, Danny DeVito, and Michael Douglas, who also produced it.
You
The first story was set in the Mexican jungle and followed the story of Joan Wilder, the romantic fiction writer, and Jack Cotton, the adventurer.
Well, no, I think we should still go with that idea. Send everybody out by lunch.
For the sequel, Douglas, in his role as producer, chose a warmer, sunnier location, Morocco's northern Sahara. This meant acting in temperatures of up to 130 degrees, which proved to be in sharp contrast to the Mexican rainforest they'd previously suffered.
The biggest difference, which I did not realize, was when you have like jungles. I mean, that jungles fill up a screen. I mean, you can have two people parting, you know, big banana leaves and hacking through with machetes. But when you get out in the desert, you need a lot to fill up the screen.
The film is a blend of comedy, romance and action, the latter involving a lot of stunt work, much of which was performed by Douglas and Turner themselves.
I like action. You know, I used to be and I still am an athlete and did a lot of sports. So whenever possible, I mean, it's fun. It just is also a release of energy. In the Jewel of the Nile, I mean, we got fencing, which I had not done since college. We got a lot of driving, particularly F-16 jets, which I've never had an opportunity to do. And most of the fight actions that you do, you learn after a while how to do them after, you know, years, and you work closely. But I have a lot of respect for stuntmen and have no problem using them whenever I can.
I like being athletic. I think I've always been a kind of tomboy, and I like that very much. And we do these things like hanging off a train, hanging off a mountain, hanging in a torture chamber. I can't figure it out myself. It's an odd mixture in my mind as to the enjoyment I get from it and truly the craziness of doing it. You know, you go home at night and you think, now does everybody do this? I mean, I know I was tied off, but I was on the side of this train going 45 miles an hour. Is this usual?
You by the sergeant here. Action!
Do something!
As Joan Wilder grew more adventurous, so Kathleen Turner found herself mastering more and more skills.
Yeah!
And you've got to say that Errol Flynn never swashed a buckle looking quite like this.
Oh! Back!
Oh! Ah! Wait a minute. I got this. You ready?
What?
Here, Franco.
Hold tight! I'm coming!
Romancing being my first adventure film, I hadn't realized how physically capable I was going to have to be just in terms of stamina, let alone, you know, stunts or anything. So I worked out a little harder for this one.
While Michael and Kathleen were busy swashbuckling and cliff-hanging, Danny DeVito was being confronted with his own four-legged challenge.
We didn't get along very well at all. He was ornery. Now, I was told that camels spit, but they don't really spit. They sort of like fill their mouths with saliva and shake their heads, and their jaws like go like this. And if you're in a 15-foot radius, you're bound to be wet. He did that as soon as I arrived.
What is the worst that can happen to you?
I could wind up a chicken McNugget.
What is the best that could happen to you?
I could get through this and find the jewel.
It's your choice. Look down.
Yeah! Woo! Woo! Hot coals. Hot coals.
The quality that I've been the most happy about in both the Romancing and the sequel, The Jewel of the Nile, is the ability to still develop characters and character relationships and comedy and the romance.
What is it with you? I mean, everything's always got to be your way, and it's just like the goddamn boat.
What do you mean, my way? It wasn't my idea to spend 6 months on your boat. No, it was...
Debate good. I enjoy.
Okay, let me tell you what I put up with. We're moored off the Canary Islands, right? Midnight, sound asleep. 3 crazed Joan Wilder fans decide they want the anchor of the Angeline for a souvenir. We were drifting for days. And we'll let the other time...
I'm sorry. It's time for just John.
Remember the Costa del Sol, Jack?
Oh, come on.
He's got to meet me at the governor's for a formal dinner. And you show up with the entire Italian national basketball team.
Hey, they were hungry.
What? This is exactly what I'm talking about. I just wish sometimes you could think about me.
Oh, and I suppose you were thinking all about me when you took off with Omar, huh? Did I tell you he blew up my boat?
Our boat?
Oh, now it's our boat.
It's good. Good debate. It's equal, no winners. Just John, we must hurry. Come
Oh,
on.
no, wait, what do you mean he blew up our boat?
Just tell me one thing. Why are you risking your life for this guy?
I made a commitment. I can't break it.
Okay. Okay, fine. But I'm going to tell you the truth. You know, I didn't come here for you anyway. No. I'm on to something big. A jewel. The jewel of the Nile.
Come with us.
Thanks, Joe, but no thanks. Wouldn't want her to break her commitment.
I'll be reviewing Jewel of the Nile in 2 weeks' time.